what we'll be talking about is a very important subject, so I want to wait. Let me wait till we have more people join us. Or basically, I might even start. I will leave the video here for the benefit of others. I want to be speaking on how to identify a prospective customer. How do you get the best out of people who should buy from you? What do you need to do so that when you bring your product, there is a ready market for it? And some of what I am sharing are experiential knowledge, things that worked in the past for me. I am not there yet, but I feel the best essence of this platform is to share knowledge. Share what we know. I've always said that when you share what you know, you learn twice. And that's the essence of what I'm doing. Social media is real life for me. It's a place where I can share some of the things that worked and did not work, and some of the lessons I learned in the course of doing these things. Now, to identify a prospective customer, I'm going to be listing 4 things that are very important. They are important because when you put this in consideration, it will give you the best from your customer, whatever you're selling. Whether you're selling book, or you're selling cream, you're selling belt, if you can profile your customer in such a way that you know where to get them, you know what to say to them, you find out that you can sell. First of all is the demographics. And what is the demographics? This has to do with the basic information about the people you're selling to. How old are they? Where are they located? Are they married? When I wanted to start the food company, Chop Better Soup, of course I still have it registered till date. There were core feasibility studies I did then that if I did not do it, it will not stand. That included me going to a particular area in Lagos known as Lawansin. I wanted to profile how many of the people there are married. How am I sure that if I start this food outfit, these people will come and eat from me? I wanted to know how much the bachelors and spinsters are located in that specific place. And that information was very key. On the long run, we did not start that business there because it would have been dead on arrival. If you don't put in consideration the demographics, you find out that you run a risk of starting a venture that will not stand the test of time. I am a writer, and sometimes I call myself a business writer. Now, when I make business posts, if you observe very clearly, very keenly, you find out that not everybody identifies with it because some of what I am discussing is tailored to a specific audience. Aside pushing it normally on my page, I am following some groups where what we discuss is pertinent issues around the business side of writing. And when I decided to make a content on it, I had people who wanted it specifically pay for it. So what am I saying in earnest? If you don't put into consideration the demographics of your prospect, are they married? How old are they? If you have a product that solves aches and pain, don't you just think that it is the old people that would consume that product more because their bones are rigid and they are aging and all that? It's as much as it's a product that everybody needs. There's an age bracket that will embrace that product more. That's what I'm talking about. So when you put into consideration that demographics, it helps you tailor it to a particular group of people who will consume more that product, and that's how you sell. Business is about selling. If you cannot sell, you are not in business. And many people don't understand how this works. If you have targeted this thing very well, you find out that you will not do too much. Another thing you look at is the niche marketing. I have always said it often time when I come here to talk. I say, join groups on Facebook that are tailored to your profession. Check around. You always find a group where your niche, your kindred spirits, people that are saying the same thing as you are resident there. You join them, you rub mind with them, you take opportunities as they come because you guys are of like mind. There's a probability that somebody will be asking important question or needing a service that you will quickly plug into and solve. That's how you stay in business. I am sharing this knowledge because I have had one or two scenarios where I benefited maximally because I was at the right place at the right time. At some point, I was even holding classes on WhatsApp where I share knowledge on these things and I was paid a token. And you might not know the meaning of business. No matter how small it is, what can give you 1 naira today has the probability of giving you 1 million naira tomorrow. But the problem here is the time span. Are you maximizing that small opportunity you have? That's the difference here. So if you are not in business, you are not selling, it's because you've not done some little things you need to do. I was speaking to a young woman some days ago, and she said she doesn't have a business. What is she going to market? And I said, but you have friends, and your friends have businesses. Why not decide to use your platform as a place to sell your friends? Be their plug online. Why they sell offline? And you can get those things at discounted rates and come here and sell. And when you sell here and they can find out that their products moves from you, you find out that you are happy, they are happy. Nobody knows your friend as the owner of that whatever you're selling. They know you. That's how to stay in business. And there's a probability of you selling more than him because you're operating on a system that has a larger database, a larger number of people subscribe to it. Do you know how many people look at their phone by 5 a.m. in the morning? That's why I have a post every time before 5 a.m. I'm that disciplined to be awake before that time because I need people to read this thing at a particular period of time. Do you know how many people are with their phones by 6 p.m., 7 when they are going back home? That is me looking at a target audience. That's me looking at when to push out something and get the best traffic on it. So what am I saying? To get the best from your prospect or to get a customer coming back to you, look out for these things, the demographics, their location, where are they located? You can be selling a product here in Lagos. I stay in Lagos. There are two types of people. Literally, there are. The people who stay in the mainland, supposedly those who are not buoyant, and those who stay at the island. Now, if you are not very considerate with the disparity in location, you find out you may not get the best. Those at the island are luxury oriented. You might need to go to the club on a Friday to get that one net customer. You might need to take a few ace of spades. Do you know how much ace of spades cost? You might need to take some Dom Perignon. You might have to look at the consequences of that action because you are looking for that level of network, that height of relationship. You can't see them anywhere because they can't be found anywhere. But here in the mainland, there's always something to connect you. You might even be going to watch the EPL match, and then you find out you guys are sitting together over a bottle of beer, and that's a connect point. People are always shoving you. But the people we are talking about at the other axis of town, they're always in their cars. They're always in the height. The only time you can even see them on the road, probably in traffic. Are you going to be hawking your product in traffic? So if you have extensively looked at this, you find out that when you profile them better, you can know where and when to get them and pitch. And that's how you can sell. People aren't selling their products and services well because they're not doing some of the little homework. I know the government is not trying. I know things are hard. But there are little things you can put in place for your business and you get a better result. The demographics, the location, their age, the age bracket of people who needs the product. How useful is that product? Who is using it? When I wrote the business of content marketing, which is still very much buoyant today and very productive today, I was not looking at the pepper seller. The pepper seller doesn't need to know the business of content marketing. All she needs to know is she's selling her market. It is crude. But she doesn't know that the ability to sing some kind of songs and recite some kind of words, that's content. She's trying to put her business in such a way, buy my pepper, buy my pepper. She might be putting it in a song, she might be putting it in whatever form, but she's selling content. Now, the level of engagement matter. She may not get the best out of that pepper sale, but if Onyeka is selling pepper, I might decide to repackage it, and there might be grounded pepper, and I might try to package it, and I might decide to do home delivery. You'll find out that the result I will get from selling the same pepper will not be the same with the woman who is selling on the road. It's simple. So if you put a system to your business gets more productivity, your business gets more traction. The last one, or the second to last one, analyze your product. Who needs what you're selling? Like I just said right now, not everybody needs the business of content marketing. But I can tell you that book has sold in sizable number, double figures, good number. And people who need it, some of them are giving me testimonies that, wow, this is real information. So what am I saying? Everybody don't need your product. You need to go to the people who need your product. Unfortunately, we have people on Facebook who want to sell to everybody. You cannot sell to everybody. Everybody don't need your koi shoe. Everybody don't need your bag. But you can profile people. Find out those who are luxurious, the fashionable, the stylish. Find out people who really need what you are selling, and then you send it to them and they will buy. Another thing is not just that you've profiled them, you find a very good nexus, a very good point of contact where you can get their maximum attention. I asked somebody a question some time ago. If you happen to be in an elevator where Dangote is, and you have just 5 minutes to market your product and your service, what will you say? Don't wait till you have Dangote in the elevator before you think about how you're going to put your product out for the duration of 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. You need to begin now to ask yourself, how do I market myself at that small duration of time I have? And that's how easy, because you need to make an impression. They don't have time. They won't be listening to you all day. You need to be so dramatic, so poignant, so deliberate that they can listen to you and give you, or maybe give you